So first of all, we will cover MAC address, okay, and MAC address table. So what is MAC address? So MAC is abbreviation Media Access Control. Okay, this is the abbreviation Media Access Control, and there are many names for this MAC address. Actually, this is a physical address. You know, it's bun. If I can show you somewhere in my CCNA, if I have a picture so that you can see, just give me a minute to find out where I put. Yeah, here, here, this one. This the MAC address. Any LAN card, you know, any adapter LAN card. If it is a Bluetooth one, if it is a LAN card, if it is a wireless LAN card, it can be, if it is a virtual, if it is a physical, if it is a logical, any interface. So they have a MAC address and it's bun on it. Here is in hexadecimal and it's 12 digits. Okay, and it's totally unique throughout the world, just like a fingerprints, just like a human fingerprints. You know, it's totally unique of everyone. And maybe if there is a close one so that I can show you. In this picture there is another one. If I have somewhere, yeah, this one here is. So now it's bun here. Here is the MAC address and hexadecimal. Hexadecimal means from 0 to 9 digits, and from then A, B, C, D, E, F. This is called hexadecimal. There is a binary, then octal, then hexadecimal and decimal number. So this MAC address is burned on the LAN card physically, and as we call them physical address as well. Why we need this one? Because you know our layer 2 switch is purely working based on MAC addresses. I will show you a bit later. But first we need to know this MAC address. So this is 48-bit address. 48-bit address, we call them MAC address, Media Access Control. And this is in hexadecimal notation, which I show you. All our layer 2 communication done through these MAC addresses. Means layer 2 switches work purely based on MAC addresses. Our switches, our managed switches, unmanaged switches not doing anything. They don't care about anything. And it's a 12 digits number. Digits is 12, but in bits is 48-bit. First 6 bit is called organization unique identifier, and rest of 6 digits are changed by company. Every companies change their last 6 digits, either 24 bits. So 24 bits is called company serial number, which they make them unique, and first 24 bit either 6 digits is called organization unique identifier, which is uniquely identify one organization, like Intel organization, any other organization. And there are many names for this MAC address. Sometimes we call them hardware address. In Windows we call them physical address. And some Linux you will find fixed address. Router and switches we call them BIA address, burn in address. Also we call it 48-bit address, NIC address, either NIC, network interface, Ethernet address, data link layer address, layer 2 address, manufacturer address, adapter car address. These are the different names for one thing, which is called Media Access Control MAC address. How we can find the MAC addresses? You can go physically in your window, I right click in here, and now I am going to my interfaces, change adapter option. All these. So this is a Bluetooth interface, but Even if it is a Bluetooth, again they have a MAC address. I will show you. Sorry, I need to go back to control panel and network adapters. Let me change them to because it's disabled, so that's why I click. I thought maybe it will show me. Whereas I just want to go to interfaces where okay, it's better to go on shortcut. Yeah, so this is Wi-Fi, you know, this you can see this bar, so it's Wi-Fi MAC address. This one is Bluetooth MAC address, sorry, LAN card adapter. This one is virtual VMware. This loopback is also a virtual logical. This one is also this the physical one, you know, this the you can see RJ45 sign. So every interface, if you click on it and go to detail, you will find MAC address. This the physical address. So, and when do we call them physical address? I told you there are many names for one thing, and it's in hexadecimal notation with dash, you know, they're separated by dash. Also, if you want, you can go to CLI CMD and type git MAC. That show me all the MAC addresses. So these are the my interfaces in this one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8 MAC addresses I have. And it's 12 digits if you count them. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Let me check the Wi-Fi one. Wi-Fi one is AF, which is ending with AF. This one, the second one. Let me enter and copy this one. Why? I want to show you something. My Wi-Fi interface belong to Intel. You can see it say this Intel dual band wireless access. So if I go to Google and type here, let them come so that I can show you. And let me say MAC address lookup. Go to anyone. Okay, there are many. If you say MAC address lookup means media access control address lookup. So if I click on any link and if I go to any link and type this MAC address, the one which I copy, this one, and type them here, and it say it will no vendor exists. Okay, so this one, maybe this link is not up to date, so let's go to another one. Let's go to this one and let me paste and look up MAC address. What they say? They say it's a Intel Corporation MAC address. How they know? Because I told you first 6 digits is assigned to company, organization unique identifier. Even if I delete last 6 digits, this one 1 2 3 4 5 6, even don't need 5, still it will look up. It will show you this is Intel because of first 6 digits. These first 6 digits is assigned to Intel Corporation, and last 6 digits, even they mention here OUI. I just told you what is OUI, organization unique identifier. They say type the first 6 digits and we will find out the organization. If I go to any virtual one, this is the VMware. So VMware is ending with 08. Let me copy 08. This one. I need first 6 digits, but anyway, let me type all. It's okay. They will say this is VMware, and it's true. This is a VMware MAC address. Okay, so it's clear that the first 6 digits is assigned to company. And it's burn, and we call them hardware address, we call them physical address, we call them fixed address. Let me show you some of them, these names. Here I show you it's called physical address. Let me open Linux operating system. If I go to here and say Linux, okay, and let me open TinyCore. which yesterday we installed. And let me open router as well. So in every device, maybe the name is changed and maybe the format is changed. Means it can be with dash, it can be with colon, it can be with dot, but end of the day it will be 12 digits, it will be 48 bits, and the name should be something else. So let's go to this Linux and find out what they call them. So if I go to terminal and say, so you can see it's a hardware address, and these are with colon. Still 12 digits, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, but they call them hardware address, and that's why I told you that maybe it's called hardware address, physical address, fixed address. Now coming to this one, BIA, burn an address. So in router and switches, it's called them hardware, either burn an address. So let me go to router, and here let them come up so I can show you that it will be written burn an address. Yes, come up now. So if I go to enable and show interface fast ethernet 0/0, so here you can see it say BIA, burn an address, and it should be hardware as well. They say hardware, so it's written here as well, and also BIA, burn an address. This the physical address of this interface. Okay, keep in mind that every interface, even if I create a logical interface here, interface loopback 1, it's a logical I just created, and if you say show interface loopback 1, it also has a hardware address. It should be here. Where is, okay, sorry, loopback 1, loopback, okay, and it should be their hardware address should be somewhere. I cannot see hardware is loopback, but there should be a hardware address. My main concern is to show you that any interface. Let me show you by another way. Suppose this the router. This router has how many interfaces? Let me check here. They have 3 physical interface and 1 logical. This one, 1 2 3. So then this has to be 4 MAC addresses. Here is MAC address 1 2 3 and 4. So what about a switch? If I have a switch with how many interfaces we have? So this is 24 port switch plus 2 extra. So how many MAC addresses we have? 26. So you can see every interface is a unique MAC address. Why I'm showing you this? Because I told to student in last group that every physical interface is a unique MAC address, but they never understand. So when we go to switch, they say, okay, why these MAC addresses are here? So I told them if it is a MAC, it is a adapter of switch or router or PC or Linux or whatever or logical. Even if you create a VLAN logical, automatically there will be MAC address, because every interface require a MAC address for communication. So if I create VLAN 10, no shutdown, and if I go to show interface VLAN 10, definitely there is a BIA as well, burn an address. Automatically they assign a new MAC address here. That is a separate story how they create a MAC address for this interface. But our question is, any interface, logical, physical, anything, switch interface, router interface, PC, Linux, every interface is a unique number in hexadecimal with 48 bit. We call them hardware address, we call them BIA address. Why now it's need? So let's come to why we need this MAC address. So this MAC address is required for layer 2 switches to communicate. How? Let's go here. Let me delete this router, I don't need. Okay, don't care about this packet tracer, because here everything is visible. That's why I'm here in packet tracer. Otherwise we don't need packet tracer. And let me get few systems here. Suppose I 1 PC, 2 PC and 3 PC. And let me connect these PC. So I connect this one with control, so it will give you, and here. Okay, let me put them this way. Now quickly let me assign IP address to these systems. So let me go 1.1.1. okay, this 111, and this PC is 112, and this one is 3. Okay, done. We are in the same subnet. Yesterday I told you switch can be used to connect same subnet PC with each other, any device. Let me go to simulation mode. So now I'm in simulation mode. Okay. Now if this PC want to communicate with this PC, layer 2 switch don't care about any IP addresses. They do communication based on MAC addresses. But if I go, we will discuss this one a bit later. Show MAC address table. What is MAC address table? We will discuss a bit later. So there is nothing. This switch say, I don't know anybody, because we just connected all these PC. So first time when somebody want to communicate, they have to send a broadcast. Suppose if you don't know anyone, suppose if you meet me first time, definitely you will ask that who is Ahmed. Suppose we are sitting in a class and you just came in and you never see me, definitely you will broadcast and you will say loudly that who is Ahmed. Same thing do by these PC. If they want to communicate with this PC, this packet first time will go to this PC as well. Let me send the packet. You know, first time the packet came here, but next time it will be unicast packet. Look at. So now it's unicast. Why is unicast? Because switch learn the MAC address of this device now. If I go to MAC address, before nothing was there. Look at now 2 MAC addresses. First MAC address belong to this PC and second MAC address belong to this PC, this side. So we will discuss in detail for how long these MAC addresses will stay in this table. This is a separate story. But first time every packet will be broadcast if switch don't have a record. What about this PC? These 2 PC, they never communicate before. So when they want to communicate with this PC, first packet will be broadcast and it will go to every PC in the same subnet. So in this case we have only 1 PC. So first packet will broadcast to this PC as well. And this PC is asking who is PC1. So this guy will say I'm not a PC1 and they will discard the packet. Look at it, will be discard. And he say I am Ahmed, PC1. Now he reply, and this way switch keep the record now. Based on MAC address, switch doing communication. If you open the packet, there will be MAC addresses, source MAC address and destination MAC address. Switches don't know about IP addresses. This is layer 3 and switch is layer 2 device. Yeah, layer 3 switches and router care about this one, but switches do communication based on MAC address. Okay, so that's why we require these MAC addresses to forward the traffic from one interface to another interface in Cisco switches. And after that, they keep the record and MAC address table, which I show you. So let's do MAC address table now. Now we know what is MAC address and why we need MAC address. Now how they do the job and how everything. So let me close this one. We don't need this one. Now we know, and I don't need these interfaces. Okay, and let's create a small lab to discuss about MAC address table. So let me stop these and delete. Okay, so first go there, and I need one switch. How we can drag a switch? Type IOL. These are switches, the one which is with the layer 2. You can see all these are switches which I show you yesterday, but by default the name will be R. Just change the name to switch SW something and change the icon to switch. It will show you router icon, so you will gonna be confused. So that's why I make them I change the icon. Now the switch. Now I need 3 devices just for test purpose. So type this one. So we will get these routers. These will be like a PC for us. So click on 3725. Okay, and how many number of nodes we need? 3. Right now I need 3. Change the name to R, suppose. Okay, and icon is okay for us. Save. So now I have, by the way, it start from 2 3. It's okay. So if you want, you can change the name to this one, become R1. So change them to R1, and now put this R1 on the top, so it will be easy to understand. Okay, and now we have R2 and R3. Okay, and let me connect these to the switch. So 0/0, 0/1, and this one connected to 0/2. Okay, now it's connected now. And let me switch on all these devices. Okay, now I need to configure this R1, but before it will start, what I need to do, let me show you. We will assign 111 IP to this interface. Okay, and make them both, and also we will assign MAC address. Okay, temporary we can change the MAC address. For test purpose, let me change the MAC address. 1234, 1234, and 111. That's the MAC address for this PC1. First is IP and second one is MAC address. This one we will assign 2, and we will change the MAC address to 1234. Okay, and let me duplicate and come here, change this to 3, and change the MAC address to 3333. 12 digits we need, so 4 4 and 4. Okay, this the detail which we will gonna assign to these router. So let me open first router, and let me open this R2 as well, and let me open this R3 as well. Why is opening in one window? I will show you. You just need this application. Okay, no, and let me go to R2, no, and let me go to R3, no. First time we don't need to configure through dialog, so I say I will configure myself. So now I'm in R1. So go to enable configuration, change the host name to R1 so that we know this is R1. Go to interface, first interface, this one, 0/0. Type the IP which we decide, 1.1.1, 255.0.0, and before no shutdown, type the MAC address. MAC address. Sorry, this should be MAC address like this way. I want to change the MAC address temporary. I know physically it's not possible to change the MAC address. Okay, so I say MAC address, you know how to type. It's showing me that type the MAC address 4, 4 and 4 with dot. But in Windows separately, it's okay. End of the day, it's 12 digits. Every system represent them separately. Here with dash, and here we have a dot, and Linux we have a colon. But it's okay. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 and 1 1 1, and no shutdown now. Also no CDP run, no CDP enable, and no keep alive. I don't need, so that they can send their detail. Now go to R2. Enable configuration interface fast Ethernet 0/0 IP address 1.1.2.255.0.0 and MAC address we decide 1234, 1234 and 222, so that we know this is R2 MAC address. No keep alive and no CDP enable. Okay, and no shutdown. Do right to save the changes. Here you can also save the changes with do right. Now go to R3. Enable configuration interface 0/0 IP address 1.1.3 255.0.0 and MAC address I want to keep 1234, 1234 and 3334 time, and then no keep alive and no CDP enable, and what else I need? No shutdown, and do right to save the changes. Done. So these are the details which I assigned to this router, these three. Now coming to switch, our main topic. Don't care about the configuration. I will give you a script, just copy paste and do your lab, because our main target is what is MAC address table, which is related to Cisco switch. Now we are in switch. Configuration, host name is switch, okay, and if I say show MAC address table, so it's already there, because you know by default PCs are not sending their detail until you do communication first time, like I show you in packet tracer. But unfortunately routers sending when first time you boot up, so it send their MAC addresses to switch. So let me clear MAC address table. By default it will be not there, it will be like this, show MAC address table. That's why I say no keep alive, because if keep alive is enabled, so these routers sending their detail. Anyway, I disable it. Now it will not come. So there is nothing. This is MAC address table and switch. We know switch is using MAC address, and they keep MAC addresses record and MAC address table. This MAC address table we call them CAM table as well. Maybe I mentioned somewhere. CAM table, content addressable memory. If I written somewhere, no, I might, no, it's not somewhere, but anyway, we call them CAM table as well, content addressable memory. Basically this MAC address table, the command which I wrote here basically is a chip. You know, yesterday I told you that switch is nothing just like a laptop inside. So if you open a switch, you will find a chip inside, a small chip, you know. There is a small chip which keep record up MAC addresses, and that chip we call them MAC address table. So whenever you connect devices, first time it will be broadcast. Why it's broadcast? Because switch don't know about anyone. They don't know about any MAC address, because there is no such thing. So when this R1 want to communicate R2, so when they send a traffic to switch that I want to reach 112, switch will say I don't know, I don't have any record in my MAC address table. So I will shout and I will send the traffic to anyone connected to me. In this case, only 3 router is connected. So they will send the record to all of them that who is 112. And ARP I will show you how it is work. Here, because our topic is MAC address, so I don't want to show you, I don't want to confuse you. So I am showing you verbally, but later in ARP we have a topic related to ARP, then I will show you how perfectly it's working. So because they don't have a record, and MAC address we study about. So in this MAC address table, they keep record of VLAN, MAC address table, type, how we learn the MAC address, and from which port is connected. Right now, nothing is there. So if I say from R1 to ping R3, suppose, either 1.1.2, suppose. So first packet will last. It's sending only 4. We will discuss in ARP those. But anyway, let's come back again and type show MAC address table and switch. Look at now. They say from VLAN 1, and the guy who this one is sending traffic to here, both belong to VLAN 1. We will discuss VLAN later in the course. This the MAC address, this why I changed the MAC address so that you can understand. They say 1 is sending traffic to this MAC address, and I learn the MAC address dynamically. This PC is connected to 0/0. Yes, so it's connected to 0/0, you can see. And the other one is connected to 0/1. So in MAC address table, they keep record of 4 things: MAC address, type, port, and VLAN. But for how long they will keep this record? For 5 minutes only. Show MAC address table aging time. I type this command. So it says global aging time is 300. What is 300? 300 seconds, which become 5 minutes. There is an English movie, I forgot the name, when a person was forgetting everything after 10 minutes. I forgot the name of the movie. Maybe some of you remember. So Toronto or something, I don't know what was, something like this one. So this switch is also just like that English movie, that person who somebody hit on his head and he forgot everything after 10 minutes and such thing. I don't know what was the name. So this switch is just like that person in the movie. They keep record only for 300 seconds, which become 5 minutes. I know we can increase and decrease this time. Now the question is 300 seconds, show MAC address table. Both are there still. It will be there for 5 minutes. But my main concern was for how long they keep the record in this chip is 300 seconds. Now the question is why they are keeping this record for 300 seconds? To give space to other person. Why? If I type this command show MAC address table count this time, they say I can keep in this small chip that much. I have a space of that much. I can keep MAC addresses up to 209388488. But a time will reach when, if they're not going to wash out, suppose, if aging time is not there, a time will reach that these MAC addresses, this MAC address table will be full out. And now every packet will be broadcast. It will become like a hub. So that's why after every 300 seconds, if somebody is not doing any communication, they will wash out that because you are not doing any communication. When you do communication again, I will keep your record again. That's why the type is dynamic. To give space to the new person. Suppose this switch is in an airport. So everybody is going and connect. A time will reach that the time MAC address table will full. So if I type a command show make address table and question mark, these are the things which we can check related to make address table, which is our topic. First one is show make address table addresses. If you want to look for a specific address, type address. Now they say type the make address which you want to look up. So I say 12341234111. It will show you only specific that, because in enterprise network there are many PCs, printer and many things connected, and there is a huge table, many details are there. So if you need a specific MAC address detail, you can type address and type the MAC address, so it will show you specific that thing. Okay, it's clear. That's the first thing. If I question mark, second one is aging time. For how long this MAC address table will keep the record, which is called aging time. So they say I can keep the record globally 300 seconds, and for every VLAN is also 300 seconds. It means globally for every VLAN 300 seconds. You can change for specific VLAN as well. I will show you. So aging time is clear. Now question mark, third one is count. Number of MAC addresses which they can keep in this chip. This is a small chip which we call the MAC address table. Either content addressable memory, either CAM table. So I say okay, how many you can keep? They say this one, and they say right now I have 3 entries. Dynamically I learn, none of them is static. We can give them a static entry as well. I will show you, and I can keep up to this point. Clear. Now let's go to interfaces. If you need record for a specific interface, suppose E0/0, it will show you record of Cisco switch, anybody connected to interface E0/0. So they say 111 is connected. I learn this MAC address dynamically and port number is 0/0 VLAN 1. Okay. Next one is multicast, because later in the course we will do multicast, so forget about this one. We never configure multicast. It will show you multicast addresses. Secure we will also do, in security section we will do secure MAC addresses. Yeah, static I am interested. It will show you statically configure MAC addresses. Right now there is nothing. And after static there is VLAN. If you need for specific VLAN, we will discuss VLAN later in the course. We will create different VLAN. You can create different VLAN inside the switch. So right now only we have VLAN 1. So they say I learn 3 MAC addresses in VLAN 1. If you have a VLAN 10, you can type VLAN 10. If you have a VLAN 2, 3, it will show you MAC addresses which in VLAN 3. But right now we don't have, only VLAN 1. Last one is modifier. You can use this symbol to to filter something. Here you can use include, you can use exclude, you can use section, and so many other things which we will discuss also later. But right now maybe I need to find out section. I say you can type shortcut as well. Section, I say find out in the huge table anything with MAC address 333. Look at it, will show me only exactly that one for troubleshooting purposes. Normally this somebody say that this is my MAC address. Can you find out where I'm connected? This the fax machine MAC address. This the printer MAC address. Can you find where it's connected? So you can use this one, show MAC address table, this pipe sign which filter, and type section and type that MAC address, either part of that MAC address. If I say 22, it will show me 22. Why it's not showing me? I think so 5 minutes is completed, maybe it's wash out. So let me check out. Yeah, one of them is wash out, but the other 2 has to be wash out soon, because it's keeping record only for 5 minutes. So let me type the one which I was showing. So let me type 3. It will show you 3. If I say 1, it will show you only 1. Okay, these were the show command related to make address table. Address is aging time, count, dynamic, interface, multicast, secure, static, VLAN and filter. And last one is carriage return. They say that you can use this command as well without anything to type. So now another one is washout, because now 5 minutes will be completed very soon, and you will see this one will be also washout, because those 3 routers are not doing any communication within a 5 minute. If they do communication, the aging time will be start again from 5, because this the aging time which is 300 seconds. They say I will keep your record for 300 seconds. If you do communication within 300 seconds, I will refresh your timer. It's like a timer. Okay.
Ahmed?
Yes?
One question. Why do they recommend to increase the aging time?
No. It's up to your environment. If in your environment you want to increase, suppose maybe your server are connected, maybe your fixed machines are connected, you already know that this port is connected to my server, so you can increase the aging time. Why we don't want to keep the small timer? Maybe if the switch is different people are connected every time, then the aging time has to be the default one. But if you know that from 1 year this port is used for one server, so make them a static as well, rather than and either increase the aging time, because you know this every time when they're refreshing is a broadcast they're creating. So switch is creating a broadcast, and it's it's slow down your network. So if you have a more aging time, so the broadcast will be less and your network will be safe. There will be no broadcast storm. So you can increase the aging time. But for that one we have a solution. Show make address table. Nothing is there now. 5 minutes is completed now. Now this PC has to communicate again to keep the record. But my manager told me that 0/0 interface, this R1 is connected all the time, and this is our fixed server. Then what you can do? Then you can go to configuration and type in configuration make address table static, and now they say make address. So what is our make address? This is the make address of this PC. Okay, let me type it is better. 1234 1234 and 111. Okay, next they said type the VLAN and which VLAN is connected. VLAN 1. Now say interface, on which interface of Cisco switch is connected. So 0/0. I say E0/0 and enter. That's it. And if I say show make address table, now you will see there is a static entry. Let me ping from the other so you can see dynamic entry as well. So let me go to PCR2 and ping 1.1.2, and now let's go back and see the difference. Okay, I ping myself by the, so I need to ping 3. Okay, yeah, and now let's check out the difference. So one entry is static, type is static, and the other 2 is dynamic. Now after 5 minutes these 2 will be washed out, but this will be there. So there will be no broadcast again. But every time after 300 seconds, other 2 router has to send broadcast again to find out who is this person. So it after 300 seconds there is continuously broadcast in your network. This is the way to learn the MAC addresses. So if you want for security reason, you can make them static, but in your organization, if you already know that nothing will change. Also you can clear yourself as well. Clear MAC address table. Sorry, dynamic. Static you cannot clear. Now it will be clear. If I say show MAC address table, look at dynamic has been washed out, but static one is still there. And after 5 minutes, either you can use this command to clear the table. Command is clear MAC address table dynamic. But if you want to delete this one, maybe the server has changed, then you have to come to configuration and the same command question no MAC address table static, this one VLAN1 interface, and remove. Now it's been removed. Nothing is there. If they communicate first time, then they will keep the record now. So if I ping 1.1.2, now 2 MAC addresses will be there dynamically now. It's there now. Now coming to the aging time. Show MAC address table aging time. Maybe in your organization you want to keep longer time. 5 minutes is by default. So you can do whatever, you can go to configuration and type MAC address table aging time and type, they say if you type a 0, so we will disable aging time. There will be no aging concept, which is not a good practice. And then they say you can type, it means you cannot type less than 10. Minimum time is 10 seconds, a second. So by default one was 300, to let me make them 500. So aging time has changed now. If you check, it say aging time is 500 seconds for every VLAN. This is a global aging time. Maybe you have a server VLAN. Let's create a VLAN, it's better. Let me create a VLAN 10. Okay, name them server SRV suppose, and interface VLAN 10. Okay, no shutdown. So it means now I have another VLAN. Sorry, I jumped from switch unfortunately. Yeah, so I create a VLAN now. There is a VLAN 10. Show MAC address table, show MAC address table aging time. This 500 which I changed is applied to VLAN 10 as well right now. But maybe you want to keep 500 seconds for all VLAN, but for server VLAN you want to keep them something else. So it's also possible. What you need to do, go to configuration and type MAC address aging time. Instead of 5, let's give server to 800 seconds, and then type VLAN 10. Okay, and enter. Now let's check out. Show MAC address table. Look at now. They say global aging time is 500, but for VLAN 10 is 800 seconds. So inside switch you have two policy. For VLAN 10 something else and rest of all VLAN something else. So it's also possible. Maybe you have a server VLAN, maybe you have a place where all the time you need not to wash out the MAC address quickly for broadcast purpose, or maybe you don't want, so you can increase the timer per VLAN as well. Okay, so this was MAC address table. So we discuss about MAC addresses dynamic and static. These are the port VLAN 1, and if coming from another VLAN, it will keep that record as well. And we change the timer, we check the count, and later in the course the count will help you there. This one, I believe those guys who done CCNP security, they already know. We done MAC flooding attack. We fill up this one and then switch start to broadcast and we capture the packet. If they remember, we done in CCNP security, those old students, Daniel and other guys, so they already know this concept. But it's also in this course, so I will show you why we need this one, to wash out these MAC addresses, to give space to other devices. Because if you fill up this one, so switch will become like a hub and it will broadcast the packet on every interface, and then you can put a snipper to capture the packet. So let's go. If I miss something, so we discuss all these. Okay, and we configure 3 router with switch, and we test and we discuss about the MAC address and also MAC address table.